This is the first in a series of videos that I'm going to be doing using Google Colab to use Python and AI to do analytical work in finance. So, what is the advantage of Google Colab? Well, there's a few. Number one, it is free. So this is pretty cool stuff. It is free and it gives you immediate access to Python through the Jupyter Notebooks interface. Some of you may have already coded in Python. If you have, you may have used Jupyter Notebooks for your interface. So it's going to look just like that. Uh, Also, there's no installation here. This is all going to be done using Google Cloud Computing Services. So all the libraries, everything is preloaded. It's pretty awesome. And the last thing is it comes right away with Gemini already loaded, Gemini AI for coding. That is going to be a huge help to us. Where can you find it? Well, it's right here. You just go into colab.research.google. You will find it on the internet. But let's just say we don't remember all this and we need to find it. So how are we going to do it? So to get into Colab, you can just type in Colab or just go here and just type in Google Colab. Do that. You pull it up right here. And of course, you can always remember this here or save that in your favorites. Now, the first thing is going to pull up this little interface with you. Everyone's is going to look a little different because you may have done some work and it might be sitting over here. These are my recent tasks that I've done. But one thing I want to point out is you can pull up examples here, and this is all preloaded from Google themselves. So they've preloaded a bunch of files already, and this is a mix of code and rules and ideas that you can do in Google. So I think one that's well worth your time going through is this first one, overview of Colab features. So if I pull that up, this is actual a Python program here, but this is all text right here, obviously. It tells you things you can do. This is actual code. This is a code block here, but it just shows you some simple things you can do. A equals 10, print A, boom, 10. Okay, so that's some very simple code you can do. But it shows you many, many other things here. It shows you different shortcuts you can use. You know, I think later it shows you how to import data, how to plot data. So pretty cool stuff here. So I would say that one's well worth your time to go through, but a lot of these are well worth your time to go through. So let me go back out of this. And let's say that you want to create a new notebook. Okay, that's what we call each of these programs, like a new notebook. So I'm going to click on the plus here. And now it just takes a second and then it comes up. Now, a couple things you'll notice. Number one, over here on the right, I see Gemini. Gemini is the AI interface, and it already knows who I am. How does it know? Well, it's not that smart. It knows who I am because I've already registered with Google and I'm logged in. Okay, so it obviously knows who I am. My name is Rick. Nice to meet you. Down here, I can tell it what I want it to code, and it will actually create code for me, and that often works. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And we're going to learn more about that in some later videos, okay? Right now, when you pull it up, you might not see this. So let's close that out. Let's say you pull yours up and it looks just like this, okay? Well, down here is your little button for Gemini. So you click that on and it comes up. So you should see it there. You should register with Google. You should be signed in, and then it will say hello to you as well. All right. We're not going to use that in this video, but it's good to know that it's there. That's going to help us a lot going forward. The other thing I want to do is I want to mount my Google Drive. And what that means is I'm bringing it in so that I can store my code there, because the reality is when I work in Google, these things disappear if I don't save them in my Google Drive. So we don't want that to happen. So the first thing you should probably do, and you only have to do this one time. Once you do it, you never really have to do it again. But let's mount that drive. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me pull that up. Okay, so simple code here is from Google Colab, google.colab, import drive. And then I'm just going to hit enter, and I'm going to stay within this first code block here. And now I'm going to type in drive.mount. And you can see it's actually suggesting things that I should do because I'm not the first person that's done this before. So we're going to hit tab, and that just does all that. That's exactly the code that I want. So it's telling me to mount it, and it's giving me the directory path, the file path. I can either, to run this code now, hit this right here, this little arrow, or I could hit Shift Enter. If I hit Shift Enter, it creates another code block below. So you'll see what happens here. Shift Enter, this is my shortcut. So it creates another code block. So it's actually operating. You can see the spinning wheel here. This is operating this right now. Now this comes up, it's saying, can I have access to your Google Drive? And of course you say, yes, it can. And so you don't have to do this with very much code, but it needs it when you're mounting a drive. You're granting access, and then you just hit continue. This should all work. It's spinning, thinking, and you should be all set. Okay. Let's say you want to, do something with your code. Let's say, I don't know, print hello world. This is often the first line of code people learn when they do Python. So let's see if this works. Boom. Hello world. Okay, so I learned how to do that. Up here, I want to save my file. I don't want to use this name. Intro 2. I already did intro before, so I'm going to do intro 2 here. And now let's say I want to save this. I want to hit File, Save a Copy in Drive. That's what I want to do. And that means when I come back, it will be in that directory. So I'm going to hit Save a Copy in Drive. So it's creating a copy. And I think it'll say copy. So it's copy of intro 2. I can rename that if I want. But let's say now I get out of Colab. Let's just see that it's still there. So let's go like this. Let's get out of Colab altogether. Let's go back in Colab. And let's just see if it's there in my Google Drive. Yes, it's there. So it's in my Google Drive, and it's there permanently. So that's awesome, right? Also, you will see that it is in my recents, so you will see some stuff here in recents, but this stuff tends to disappear over time, so you got to be careful about that. But it is still, the copy is in there as well, as is the original, okay? So that is a good little intro to what you can do in Google Colab just to get started, and then we're going to take this to much higher levels and do more analytics as we go along. So if you like this video, please subscribe. This is where I make finance fun for students, and also give me a thumbs up. Thank you. I'll see you soon.